Let us see what are the properties of probability. Note that there are two defining properties of probability. Okay, one property is that the probability of any event, okay, has to be between 0 and 1, both inclusive. That is, you cannot have a probability of any event which is negative. Okay, so it cannot be negative. It can be equal to 0, but it cannot be negative. Similarly, the probability of any event cannot be more than 1. Think about when the probability of event can be equal to 0. It can be equal to 0. Let's say suppose I say what is the probability of living without oxygen. So if you do not get oxygen, what is the probability that a person will live? The probability will be 0. Okay, right? Or what can be said that what is the probability of dying when the oxygen is not there? When the probability of event, when we say it is dying, when the oxygen is not there, it is equal to 1. Right? So the probability of any event has to be between 0 and 1, okay, both inclusive, okay, but it cannot be negative or it cannot be greater than 1. Okay. Then second is the sum of the probabilities of any set of mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive event should be equal to 1. So think about when you are throwing the die, okay, we want to know what is the probability of getting, okay, this entire set. We are saying that the sum of the probabilities of this should be equal to 1. Why? Because what is the probability of getting 1? One of the way to denote the probability is your favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So what is the probability of getting 1? Probability of getting 1 is you can get only 1 once. Out of there are total of 6 possibilities. So the probability of getting 1 is 1 by 6. So what we can say is this probability is 1 by 6. This also is 1 by 6. And so on. Each of these have a probability of 1 by 6. So the total probability comes as equal to 1. So sum of the probabilities, the combined, it should be equal to 1.